She was the starlet who never got a credit, a name now written not in lights, but in blood. Los Angeles, January 15, 1947. A mother walking with her child through a vacant lot in Leimert Park stumbles upon a scene of almost surgical horror. The body of a young woman severed cleanly at the waist, drained of blood, and posed with a haunting, grotesque precision. This was Elizabeth Short, though the world would soon forget that name, christening her instead by the press's macabre nickname, the Black Dahlia. Elizabeth was 22, a small-town girl from Massachusetts with dreams as dark as the lipstick she wore. She drifted to California seeking fame, but found only a transient life of bus stations and borrowed apartments, her striking beauty a magnet for both admiration and trouble. Investigators pieced together her final days, a whirl of bars and fleeting acquaintances, a life on the precarious edge. Then she vanished. The investigation was a circus from the start, with the LAPD overwhelmed by over 50 confessions, each more outlandish than the last. They chased leads from a suspicious pharmacist to a wealthy socialite, but every path dissolved into a dead end. The key piece of evidence was a killer who was a ghost, a letter to the press taunting them with the promise of Elizabeth's belongings, which never arrived. The real courtroom drama would play out in the court of public opinion for decades. Suspects were scrutinized and discarded. Then, years later, a bombshell revelation emerged from within the LAPD itself. Homicide detective Steve Hodel was going through his late father's possessions when he found a small, unassuming photo album. As he turned the pages, he froze. Staring back at him was a young woman he recognized instantly, Elizabeth Short. The man in the pictures with her, smiling, was his own father, Dr. George Hodel, a brilliant and sinister figure once investigated for the murder. The album contained not just pictures but a portrait of a predator. The evidence was circumstantial but chilling. Hodel had the surgical skill, lived near the dump site, and was later recorded by police bugs saying, "Supposin' I did kill the Black Dahlia." They couldn't prove it now. The official case remains cold, a dusty file in an LAPD archive, but the shadow of one man looms large over the mystery. Elizabeth Short sought immortality in Hollywood, but she achieved a far darker kind of fame. She became a permanent fixture in the city's nightmares. A beautiful girl torn in two, whose killer may have been hiding in plain sight all along.